shut this window. Right, we're rolling. Got the old Maxim on the job. HMagri Mark, welcome to the stream. I haven't been live in a while on here. See, now I've got a dilemma because it's really hot and I've got no aircon, so I either have this window open, but then all you can hear is the engine. It's quite loud. Hello everyone. The only thing is, if I don't read out your thing, it's because the messages disappear after like 2 seconds. Toby, Timothy, welcome from California. Hell, live on FS, don't know. Not sure. I've kind of disbanded the FS channel, really. Kind of. But yeah, as I say, I've got the triple rollers on. Paddy on. Hello, Paddy. Yeah, triple Dalbo rollers on. Actually, I can just show you, can't I? Got the triple rollers on there. Just on the dyke backs there. Just put that back in there. Yeah, clamp. Just on the dyke backs. So I'm on my 3rd time round the headland now. Fairly small field, this one. I'm in the field that we led off last year when I was filming with that TM. As I say, quite a small field. Very warm. See, it's sunny, but it's actually quite cold. But then when you sat in a tractor and you've got glass everywhere, it's absolutely boiling. And the aircon doesn't work. No, it's just blowing out hot air. Definitely not having that on. I think the Puma's just gone back to the other farm, I think. That's been for spinning all week. I was doing that yesterday. How many tractors do you have? We have class 2 Manitous, they're not tractors. We've got this. And then the Puma, really. Puma's mainly at the other farm though, but at the moment we've got getting TM. We've got a TM on lease from the contractors. Well, the other farm's got the Puma because we need something to buy in silage with, and because this has dual wheels on with rolling and stuff, we can't take it down the road. Well, you can take it down the road, but you can't go far with it. So we've got a TM 155 that's on lease, as I say. Fairly nice tractor. I started it up the other day and it wouldn't fire, so I had to give it a second try. There was smoke pouring out of it, mine, when I started it. Something with these TMs and MXMs, when you throw it in reverse, when you've got a bit of a load on the back, you can hear it whine. You spill acid on your shirt and it's got holes in. It's from ages ago. This one's just a farm t-shirt. I think it's from Primark, just a cheap t-shirt for farming. Would you ever buy a 6930? Yes, I would. Very nice tractors. The other farm's got a 6830 loader tractor and a 6430. They're fairly nice. Yeah, I do like them. Very nice. But yeah, as I was saying, when these Maxims and TMs reverse with a bit of a load on, you can hear them whining. It's like when you've got a little car, when you put it in reverse, it just whines. I don't know what it is. Weird sound. Especially when we're silaging and all the TMs are reversing into the pit, that's when you can hear the whining. It's a fairly obvious sound. What's everyone on with today then? Apparently the rest of the country's getting snow. 42, 45 and a Massey 5713S. Loaders. Oh, I like Masseys. Well, I've never driven a Massey actually. They don't seem too bad. Apparently the gearbox is bad. Contractor's ploughing a 155R and a 440. 440 on a 155R. I don't know about that. You still play FS off camera? Yeah, I do a bit of FS. It's alright when you're bored. 6155RM new. That's not ours, that is someone that does a bit of contracting for us, Ben. He does our muck spreading and he does a couple of things actually with that tractor. Fairly nice machine, to be fair. Auto power, I've driven that a couple of times, that's nice. Not doing much. It's weird because once you get all your rolling done and your dirt drilling, and then contractors usually do all the ploughing and stuff, there isn't actually much to do till silaging really. But I think I'm going, if I'm not at school, I think I'll be on the power harrow this year. Tanker, we don't actually do any tanking. There is an old Herbist tanker down the bottom, I think, but we just use, contractors do umbilical with a splash plate and a dribble bar. No school today, no school, we're on a spring break, finally. I mean, we've only been back for 3 weeks, is it? We haven't been back for long, but yeah, 2 weeks off. We've got all the, yeah, I said before, we've got all the first spinning done. Went to quad bike vid, hopefully soon. I wanted to leave it so we can go into the field with it rather than just driving around the yard. There's a little hair there. See if I can spin that around. Oh no, too many buttons. Anyways, there's a hair just in front. I'm gonna have to spin this round. This camera can't see what I'm doing. The hair there. Gone off my line now trying to film that hair. Messing up my straight lines already. But yeah, we're in the Max. It's got a really shiny bonnet. Who owns the mudguard that you found in the shed? Oh yeah, I found a mudguard. It's a John Deere 6R mudguard, I believe. I think it's Ben's, honestly. It's either Ben's or it's the contractors. They've got a 155M and a 145R, so it might be theirs actually. But I've cleaned it up. Get this back in the phone holder there. Yeah, I've cleaned up the fender. That's now just upstairs, really. Better than it's sat in the shed. Can't really be being used for anything. I did measure it up on the Maxim. How's Susie? Susie's been dried off. She's in dry cow herd now. She's doing quite well, I think. And my other cow's back. How many people work on the farm? There is, I think, let me count actually. I think there's about 6. Actually, we've got 2 new people in. We've got a caravan, they're just staying in the caravan. So there's 2 new people, so there'll be me. I think 5. Just had someone leave as well. 5 of us there is, I think. But then sometimes there's a lad from the other farm that comes sometimes to help out if we're ever low on staff. Then we've got a separate night staff team as well. Have you grown up on the farm? Yeah, kind of. I don't actually live here, it's my uncle's farm as I've said in the past, but I've been here quite a lot. Hello Marshmallow, train to UK. Have I read that right? Yeah, I have. The phone holder's shaking, I can't read things properly. Where's my kettle? Hey, look at that. Kettle for the tractor. It plugs into the cigarette lighter. Very handy. Don't need to go back to the yard for anything now. Just pop a brew in the middle of the field. God, I can't drive in a straight line when I'm reading my chat out. God, I'm gonna have to open this window. It's absolutely boiling. Do you ever have it where you've got aircon? Aircon. And then, see, when you don't have a tractor with aircon, you're constantly like, oh, I wish I had aircon. But then as soon as you get one with it, you either don't use it at all, or you either got it on, or you've got it off. Like with aircon, I can't have it on constantly. I've either got it on, and then I'll have it on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and it'll be too cold, so I'll turn it off. Then it'll be too warm, and then I'll turn it on again. I just can't find the right thing with it. It's a pain. Do you have tea? I have tea. I've got tea, hot chocolate. Hello Amanda, living in the case. We're living in the case, we are. It's like a home in here now. Where's my cuppa? I've got my cup here. I haven't got anything in it at the moment. I had a cuppa yesterday, but I forgot my milk, so I had to have a cup of tea without milk, and it wasn't the nicest. Constantly turning it on and off. Oh, honestly, it's a pain. I can't find the right temperature. It's the same with heating at night as well. It's either on, off, on, off. I can't keep it on or off. It's just like, me gusta el keep calm, run a dairy farm. I do know a bit of Spanish actually. GCSE Spanish, to thank for that. I prefer Spanish to French. Don't know about all of yous. I think French is easier to learn, but it's just, Spanish is used in more countries, I think. Never been near German. Tractor James, hello, how are you getting on? Just rolling away in a field. Too cold now, I'm gonna have to shut the window. When you're going live on your gaming account next? Ooh, I'll maybe have to try it again actually. I did kind of stop it, but maybe try it again. No milk on a dairy farm. Aye. It was a bit of a funny one actually. I just went right out to the field. I didn't think. I thought, oh, I've got my water, that'll do. I never thought to get milk, but I've got milk now. I've got it in this flask kind of thing. So either I'll open it, it'll be really cold, or it'll be really hot from sitting in the sun. I'm hoping it'll be cold. I have French lessons in school. I used to have French lessons, but when I got the choice to drop one language, I dropped French and chose Spanish. Just, I don't know, I find Spanish easier to deal with. And I preferred my Spanish teacher as well, actually. Guilty. Yeah, my Spanish teacher's alright. I remember this time last year I was staying at the farm constantly because of lockdown. I wasn't going home. And when I was rolling, that was the first time I'd seen the road outside the farm in like 2 months. Maybe not that long actually, but it was unreal like how long I'd been at the farm. How much did that guy raise on charity stream? Oh, David got over his goal. I can't remember what his goal was now. Was it 150? He must have got like 160, something like that. Maybe more actually. He got well over his goal. He did a really good job. Good of him to do that. He works on a farm as well, down the road. There's quite a little circle of people around me. I don't know if any of you have ever watched Hugh Lloyd Photography. He's nearby. I've never actually met him in person, but I talk to him on Instagram sometimes. He's nearby me. Then there's Farm 27 Photography. He's a bit of a smaller YouTuber of mine. You probably haven't seen him, but he works at the farm. It's his farm, his dad's farm, who we buy silage off. I was up there yesterday with the TM. I went for a ride with him. How do you get paid for a farmer? I get paid separately. I'm not on a proper wage like the proper workers. There's a clocking in and out machine. That's how they get paid, so it measures their hours precisely. Then they get half an hour taken off, I think, for their breakfast. They maybe don't actually, I'm not sure. I chose Silage. I can't read when this is shaking. Engineering, building history for my GCSEs. We don't actually have options like that for our GCSEs. I wish we had agriculture, but we don't. Have you seen in America where they have bring your tractor to school day? That'd be so cool here. So I'll be walking to school and there'll be a fair few tractors that drive past when I'm walking to school, mind. Now, I've seen a Landini the other day. Landini with 2 massive CBs, strobes in the grill. I thought, if you had a tractor, why would you want to do that to a Landini? It's like, well, to be fair, I've never tried one. Like, it's just what people say. But yeah, a properly done up Landini I've seen, and I've seen a Blue Power T7210, I think it was. It was a T7210 Blue Power, and it was the smallest slurry tanker. It's like a little Abbey tanker, very old little Abbey tanker with those little tyres on. He had a small tanker for that tractor. I'm going to need a refill on water soon. I thought this would be enough to have a drink out of and fill the kettle with, but it's not actually. Surprised how much you drink when it's warm, man. boiling. So I've done all the loads this morning. Well, I haven't done them all. I've done 2 loads this morning. Did the first 2, then my uncle took over. Someone's having a day off today with Easter weekend, so that's why that's happened. I don't mind doing the loads, it's quite a good job, especially in winter when there's no tractor work. It's nice to have the loads where you can just get on with a little bit of tractor work, especially with the new Manitou as well in the winter when it's got heating. When I popped the tyres on the new Manitou and I had to use the old one, the lights didn't work on it back then either. They're fixed now, but that was a pain. And the heating doesn't work, and that side window doesn't shut, so it's absolutely freezing. Right, I'll stop and read these. Went on a 5-mile bike ride yesterday. I haven't been on a bike ride in ages. Sounds fun. I'd like to go on a bike ride actually. I drive school bus and I'm getting scared to drive anything right now, so thanks. Oh, doctors. Yeah. Hello, Noah. All that. Yeah. Acreage, can't be self-sufficient in hay. No, we wouldn't. We've got 350 acres, I think. Some of that will be arable mined, I think, roughly. But if we had our own silage kit, it wouldn't be worth it, really. If we did bales, the amount of bales we'd get would be absolutely ridiculous, honestly. And I don't think it'd be worth it, really. Much easier to do pit silage for us. And if we were to do stuff with say we had our own forager, it'd be, we'd have to take workers who are from milking and stuff like that. It wouldn't work. We'd have to have a lot more workers for summer. It wouldn't work. It's just so much easier to get contractors in and stuff. And then you've got to store your forager and stuff like that. All your trailers in the winter, you've got to service them. It's a bit of a pain, really. Do you have your own silage trailers? No, we don't. We've got that Richard Weston of the contractors. We've had that for ages now, for buying in silage, kite and muck. But no, we don't. Cheers Baileys from the contractor. See, with our contractor, it's a bit different to a normal contractor. We're very close with our contractor, and we borrow quite a lot of his. These are his rollers now I'm using. We borrow quite a lot of his stuff, and he's always there if you need something. Say that tractor. He's very nice actually. He's our contractor. Get on very well with him. We do our bales with the John Deere baler. Fair enough. I've never been baling myself. Doesn't seem too bad of a job. You see those lads with massive fence and quadrant balers and all of that. I don't know if I'd rather do that or... See, I like big kit, but it's not as fun as when you're doing it with little kit, really. I'd rather be rolling with the Maxim than the Puma. It's just got more character. And with the Puma, it's all very electronic, isn't it? You can't really... With this, you can't feel the field as much as you would say with an older tractor, but you can feel the field more than you would be able to with the Puma. And the bumps and that, it keeps you awake. Whereas with the Puma, because you can barely feel a bump, it just put me to sleep, honestly. That's what I was aerating with last year, because the arms were broke on this at the time. And it's alright, but I prefer to do it with this. So easy to bring it in as you need it. Yeah, it is. Big or small kit you prefer? I'd say, honestly, I'd say medium-sized kit. I wouldn't like to have it. I'd like to have a go with little 135s and hay bobs and stuff like that, but I don't know if it'd be sufficient enough. I'd like it this kind of size, like how we do our silage. If you've seen the silage videos, with an older chopper. It's not old. It's about 8, 9. The one he used, I think. But a medium-sized chopper, a medium tractors. See, it's better as well because they don't mark the ground as much. Whereas you get these contractors with huge fence and that, and they'll mark the ground, whereas TMs, Maxims, they don't really mark the ground too much, especially when this has got dual wheels on, which I've got on now. Prefer the newer kit to the older kit. Yeah, newer kit's nice to use. If you can keep an old piece of kit tidy though, like our contractors TMs, then they are nice to use. You need to use the International for rolling. The little scraper tractor. I've only ever seen that off the scraper once when we had to use this on. this on the scraper because I can't remember what happened actually. One of the tyres went flat. I think I've never actually filmed that tractor on it. How many cows? I think we're milking close to 500 at the minute. Actually saying that, I think some have gone to the other farm. But yeah, it was 500. We've got a lot calving at the minute as well. I like the medium-sized farm equipment. Yeah, that's where I'm at as well. I like the medium-sized stuff. I don't think I'd like to do it with massive, you know, like 7R, 8R John Deeres. I think it just kind of ruins the fun. And anyways, our farm gateways aren't big enough for stuff like them, really. You barely get through with these dual wheels on. Off to work here. Enjoy your beautiful day in the UK. How far are you from Parton, Salisbury, where I used to work? I think, is that down south? We're right up north in Cumbria, so I'd say it'll be a fair distance. I'd say it'll be a fair distance. Do you have a family farm? Yep, this is family farm. Uncle's the boss man, and well, I say family farm. It's just me and my uncle that are the family, really. It's everyone else is just employed. All the other workers. God, I've done very straight lines in this field trying to read my chart. We have 140 beef cows and 300 sheep. Yeah, that's fair enough actually. We had sheep grazing our land over winter. We always do. Lease the land off to a farmer. Just eat the grass off, really. Lovely day. Meant to be snowy up down south, I think. We've got 1,000 goats. Ooh, 1,000 goats, that's something different, like. Do you get milk off them then, or are they just like, well, you can't really keep 1,000 goats as pets, can you? Cheese and stuff like that. Just on a fairly flat field at the minute. Do you have 8 or 6 wheels on what? 8 or 6 wheels. We've got 6. I haven't got front duals on, just the back ones. I didn't know what you meant then. No, just the back ones. Don't think we've got a set for the front ones. But we have just bought a set for the Puma dual wheels. That is a fair machine when it's got dual wheels on mine. That is wide. 6 to 8 inches wider than this, I think, with duals on. We milk 800 goats every day. That'd be nice to watch, actually. Something different from cows. Still have the TM155 for getting silage. Yep, we've got that. I went with him yesterday. He does 48k down the road, I can confirm. When it's empty anyway, so he doesn't do that when it's got a full load of silage on. I live in Somerset. See 15 tractors in a day. There's actually there's a lot of farms around here, and you don't actually see that many tractors driving about. When you're in a field for a few hours next to a road, yeah, you'll see maybe 3 or 4, and they'll all wave at you, but you don't see loads and loads like you would down south, really. My bus has 2 wheels up front and 4 wheels in the back. Whee! Fair machine. I was watching a video last night of I can't remember who it was. It was a farm in America, and they had a set of triple wheels on the back of their fence. What was it, a 1036? They had triple wheels on. I thought, you wouldn't get away with that round here, because they've got huge roads and huge fields, haven't they? Absolutely huge over there. It'd be nice to see what it's like to work over there, really. The speed on the TM is a little optimistic. No, it did actually, it did feel like 50k, mind. Didn't feel like 43, so I think it's alright. It says miles an hour instead of kilometres an hour, but I think it's right. America has huge farms, yeah, it does, absolutely huge. I had a bit of an oopsie when I was rolling last year, first time ever rolling, and he did show me. He said, what he said was, you went, if you get close into the dikes, you'll be alright, I think. That's what he said. And then, so I must have left about 5, maybe 8 or 9 foot between the gates, unrolled next to the dikes. My uncle came round with the first spinner. He went, "What have you done here? You haven't rolled the dike backs." So he had to come round and show me. I went, "Well, Nick, you have to get quite close with them." But this year I've been better. I've got right up to the dikes. It's important that you get those dike backs rolled, because he was saying I think he mows 3 foot off the edge of the field. You have to get close to the dike backs. You can't really leave them unrolled, and what you need to do as well is to get close. You need to spot out if there's sticks or whatever. You need to throw them out the field, or rubbish, put it in the cab and take it to a bin, because if anything like that goes through the mower or through the forager, then I'd say it'd be a bit of bother. Like, I've seen the huge screws on the wheels of the bus. Yeah, huge screws you need. Thing is though, when I seen that lad putting triples on that fence, they had weights in between them as well. So they're putting triples on to even out the surface area of the weight, but they're also putting a hell of a lot more weight on the tractor. There'll be a reason behind it, like, but it didn't really make sense in my head. It'll give a bit more grip as well, actually, putting triple wheels on. You won't get away with it over here, mind. No way, not a way in hell. Anyone wondering, I'm rolling away in B6. We're going about 8k, 9k. Do you still go to school? Yep, I'm still at school. Year 10. Off for the Easter break at the minute though. Just checking my LED lights are still taped in place. I put LED lights in. I think I've really done up the tractor, to be honest with you. Now the question is, do I drink the last of this water, or do I save it for a cup of tea? I'm nearly at the end of this field. I might save it and just boil a quick brew. And then I've got that field there to roll, and that one and that one. I won't be back at the yard before it goes dark now, I don't think. So I don't know if I'll navigate back to fill up my water. I probably will have to be honest with you. Mike Mitchell, that'll be the guy. No, I've only ever watched one of his videos, and that was the one. Seems fairly interesting, mind. Might not be in any condition to drive anything, but I'm being forced because they don't have any other drivers that can take place. Yeah. You need drivers about life. You do need drivers. Stop at the water trough. I wouldn't like to drink that water, especially when it's that water in there. I'll have been sat out since winter. Do you watch Tom Pemberton? Yep, all the time. Watch Tom Pemberton. I watch a little bit of Ollie's Farm. Not the biggest fan of him anymore, really. He's not like he used to be, but I do still watch a little bit of it. Got into George Saunders recently again. Who else do I watch? JM Farming, Nick's Farm, those kind of people. There you go, Paddy. Only because you play with me on my Discord thing. So basically, if I have a heart problem when I'm driving, well, I don't know what could happen. Yeah, it's bad when you're out in the field, isn't it? When there's no one watching. Like, what tractor? I'll get out and show you what tractor I'm driving, actually. Beast. Right, I've just finished this field here. Oh, there she is. That's what we're driving today. I'll take a picture of that, actually. That's a fairly nice 120. Whoa, freshly polished Maxim 120, I should say. There we go. Flip the camera back round. Back in the phone holder. Right, well, I'll take it to the bottom of the field and then I'll have a brew, I think. Beast, it is a beast. I don't think people are too much of bigger fans of the MXMs, really. I was reading the comment section the other day, and what were they saying? I was watching the video of the, I don't know if any of you will have ever seen that MX Black Beauty tractor rowing up, that video. I was watching that, reading through the comments, and people, someone thought it was an MXM. Someone replied to him saying, no, it's an MX. The MXMs aren't Maxims, they're just blue TMs, which they are. But I don't think people are that fond of them, to be honest. This is when C&H joined together, and they're not like the old Maxims, I will say that. How old are you and what school? I probably can't reveal my school, to be honest, but I am 15, so another couple months and I'll be taking my tractor test, hopefully. Well, a couple months, January kind of time. That period. Then hopefully I'll be leading next year on the roads. I might get a bit of leading in this year if I'm not at school. Well, this is why I like this farm, actually, because most of our fields, well, there's only 3 fields that are over the road anyways. The rest of them are all around the yard and you don't have to go over the road to get to them. It's a really handy farm. But every single field has a bank in it. Might be a small bank, but every single field has a bank. I'm 15, hoping to take my test in May. I think there's a big queue at the moment, isn't there? 1056 is the best sounding tractor, yeah. These MXMs have a fair sound when they're idling, but as soon you can hear now, as soon as you rev it up, it's just a bit of a, it just all kind of merges into one sound. See, that's idling now, but then as soon as you rev it up, see what I mean? It just kind of merges into one sound. It's not as good as the TM sounds. How many acres? As I said before, I think it's about 350. Might be more, might be less, don't know. Roughly 350. I filled the engine oil up in this yesterday. It's looking a little bit low, but it's all full now. Got the mirror caps on the Puma as well. I think I posted an Instagram picture, didn't I? I keep forgetting that you won't have seen the videos. I won't have a video up tomorrow, actually, because I'll be away rolling and I won't have time to edit and upload it. So I'll have to try and get that up later in the week. But I thought you were around 18, 19 with all the knowledge and presentation of these videos. Great job. Thank you. Appreciate that. I try and learn as much as I can about the farm. It's nice to know what you're doing. I was learning about fertilising yesterday. Drop a bottle there. JM, weather looking better than down here. Yeah, it is. For once we've got better weather. Sunny, but it's cold, mind. Not cold when you're sat in a tractor full of glass, though. I'll say that. Lovely sound. Yeah, it's a fairly nice tractor. Sounds better than the Puma, anyways. I can't breathe. I need to bounce them about. Anyway, I'll pull over here and have this brew, I think. Just getting this last little corner rolled in. Then with these rollers, you can't fold them up in the middle of the field because there's not much weight on. When they're on, it's not got skinny tyres on, but when it's on, when you fold them up, there's a hell of a lot of weight in that one section. Because if you think it's 3 rollers piled up into one kind of width, and you wouldn't want to drag that through the field, really. All our fields are steep hills, so most of your banks don't seem bad. See, now that's the thing. On camera, they don't appear that bad, but when you're here in person, they are quite bad banks. Should be driving kids back because I'm basically at risk of a heart problem. Yeah, that's it's difficult, that. You ever driven a JX90 and how many oil leaks that one have? Never driven. I haven't really driven that many tractors, to be honest. There's not that many that come here. Just the only cases I've driven. Well, there's the old International, but this Maxim and the Puma really. Haven't known it to have any oil leaks, I don't think. Placed the TM155 for a T6155 for the electronic problems, yeah. I don't know about electronic problems really. The only problem I've ever had with the TM was when I was coming down the bank and the gearbox conked out and it wouldn't go into gear. But I think he was saying it was a fuel filter problem. I think. Right, to get this kettle plugged in, I need to unplug the CB and look at you with oil leaks. I wouldn't even know how to deal with an oil leak. Right, let's get some water in without spilling it everywhere, I think. There we go. Do you ever pull a straw out and the water just goes everywhere? Is that range command like a TM is? Yeah, it is. ABC. You can get the power ones, but no, this is just range command. Puma's power command. It's no CVX gearbox in that Puma though, sadly. Techno, how you doing? I'm doing good, just doing a bit of rolling. Just trying to boil a kettle at the moment actually. There it is, it's on. Plugged into there. I need some screws to fasten this back on. Can't get it in. There, just need 2 little screws to fasten that back on. That's the CB one. I've to deal with oil leaks before. Yep, no, I've never had to deal with one. Wouldn't like to deal with one really. Actually, no, there was a little oil leak on the Manitou headstock, I think, but it's called Lloyd's. I was seeing as there's still warranty on it. Do you own the Puma? Yep, we do. We own the Puma. It's split between 2 farms though, because it's got front PTO, so we just do the mowing. Fair enough. Kettle, yeah, I do like my old kettle. For the 2650, yeah. I think it was 12 quid for this, and it just plugs into the cigarette lighter. Amazon, well worth it. Takes, yeah, it's boiling. Takes about 5 to 10 minutes to boil, mind. It's not the fastest of boiling, but it's worth it. I suppose it might take not as long because it's been sat in the sun now. Then we've got over here a little snack bar thing. Look at that. Tea bags in there, just some snacks. How can you go live without barely any buffering outside? I know. There's some fields which have very bad phone signalling. I've picked the one with one of the best actually to go live on. My car is basically broken and it's oil leaks was a problem. Yeah, quite common really, oil leaks. MG Agri, hello. Just wait for this kettle to boil. People probably think I'm a right nutter boiling a kettle in a tractor, mind. What else have we got in here? I've got the drone with me. I'm going to put that out at some point. Can't barely stream FS at home without any Wi-Fi. Buffering, yeah. Usually my phone signal, it's been quite bad really recently, my phone signal. It's been alright past couple of days though. How am I doing? I'm doing good, how are you doing? Just cracking on with some rolling. Rolling away without any aircon at the moment. Absolutely boiling. Open that door. Nope, that's not going to stay open. Let's do some. What phone do you have? iPhone 12. Saved up for a while for it. Yeah, iPhone 12. Tell you what, that sun's bright now. Just put that up a little bit. Very bright. Just saw it in a McCormick mod that me and my mate are doing. Lovely. Nice day to be rolling. It is a very lovely day to be rolling. Yeah. Crashed my 5245R. Sold it for 20k. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a decent deal, I suppose. How much have I got to do? I've got maybe another, well, I wouldn't know, maybe another 250 acres. I only started last night. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fields done now, 5. Some set of rollers, we only have an 8-foot single one. That's what we've got as well, I'm just using contractors. I've never actually used a single roller. It's a bit bad actually. I'll show you how you fold them up actually while this kettle's boiling. So what you do is, there's a not temperature gauge, a pressure gauge there. If I open my back window, you'll be able to see better. If I don't snap my CB wire. Oh, that's nice, bit cold air. So you've got that temperature gauge just in the middle there. Not temperature, why do I keep saying temperature? Pressure gauge in the middle there. When you unfold them, you need to set your pressures right. So you pull on this blow valve to lift it up. Just like that. You want to roll it up on flat land, that's what I was told. Then you'd push this one, I think it's forwards, I think he's set them the wrong way around. Then that'll bring them in, just nice and slowly when you're bringing them in. Yeah, there we go. Then with this one again, you just drop it down onto its holders. There we go. Oh, I just nearly knocked my kettle over there. Back window back down. I hate rolling with the back window open sometimes because the amount of grass seed. You can see there on that back fender, that was shining yesterday. I've done a day of rolling, it's absolutely covered in grass seed. Now you can imagine that would all be in the cab if I had the back window open. So I like to roll with the back window shut, really. There we go. Oh, just waiting for this kettle to boil. It's a much better job than aerating this, mind. See, with aerating, you've got to worry, well, you don't need to worry, but you've got to be aware that you've got blades in the ground. If you can't turn huge, but if you do, you can bend them quite easily, and you don't really want to do that. Whereas this, you're just dragging rollers, it's a fairly easy job. The only spot you really have to concentrate is when you're doing your dike backs, that's it really. Apart from that, it's just driving in a straight line. It took me 3 weeks to roll 200 acres with our 8-foot roller, but it weren't very long days. It took me about a week last year because I was doing on and off, whereas now I'm just doing it all at in one. It's because different people wanted the rollers and stuff like that, because obviously the contractors. So yeah. Just oh yeah, that's doing something. That's getting warm now. Maybe it doesn't take 5 or 10 minutes to boil. Getting a new mirror sorted as well for the Maxon, hopefully. I was going to buy, you know, the TM mirrors with the big rectangle mirrors and the bigger arms. I was going to buy a set of them for £60 each, but I think he's already bought a little one, so I didn't buy them. I'd imagine the less water you put in, the less time it'll take to boil, really, won't it? Less water to boil. A bit of cloud coming over now, mind. Well, in the camera actually, it's all blue skies behind me. Over there it's a bit cloudy, a bit overcast. But it was forecast sleet today, so I'm not complaining. I wouldn't have been able to do this if it was snowing. There was a tiny bit of rain last night, but it started to settle out. Right, what do you reckon I should have? Do you reckon I should have a good old tea or like a hot chocolate? I don't know. It's not really the season for hot chocolate, is it? Might be better off having a tea. Yeah, if you want wanting some TM pics for the summer, the account to follow is Colin Smith Contracting on Instagram. That's who owns the TMs. That's who you want to follow. Fairly warm that water now, man. Still boiling. It's very warm. Shut those vents. Snow. Well, I was saying on the radio before about the winds changing, it being 10 degrees colder than it was yesterday. Are we case men yet? We've got a good relationship with our case dealer. They're just down the road. That's why we're case. And then the Manitous, they're from Lloyd's. They're a New Holland dealer, so that's why the contractors have New Hollands, I'd imagine. It's just ease of use, really. Then there's John Deere dealer not too far away as well. What's the radio saying? I don't want to get copyrighted. See, now I can listen to the radio, but then after a while it gets a bit boring, really. Especially at night. I tend to put a bit of YouTube on at night. Oh hell, I'd say that'll be boiled enough now. Oh yeah, that's steaming. Maybe that'd be enough. I'd say that'd be enough. Imagine you're farming FS19. It'd be nice to play on, mind. It'd be very nice to play on. We are casemen as well. We have a case JXU 105. Yeah, that's what Farmer P's got, I think. CB on again. I don't know if his is a 105 or a 1. His might be a 115 actually. A JXU is just the new farm halls. LOEG model farmer, welcome. Just pouring myself a brew with my travel kettle. Now this is the point where I think the lid's not as secure as you think. This is where you pour boiling water. Oh, maybe not. It's been better than it was yesterday. Oh no, there it goes. Boiling water all over yourself. Well, that's all my water gone. Hi Sammy. JXU. Oh, it's older than Farmall. Yeah, it will be actually. I think the Puma's coming back up now, Sammy. I think. Where am I going to put this now? Do you want to try New Holland demo later on? Yeah, definitely. I'd like a T7. T7 blue power is absolutely mint. Right, that's going to stay. Trusty old milk jar. I've put the lid on too tight now. There we go. I filled this very full. Yeah. Milk all over my seat now. See, now this is why I pull over to do all the tea stuff. Because if you're moving, just stuff goes everywhere. What about Massey? I've never driven a Massey. Everyone that I've spoken to though says they've got bad gearboxes, but I think the gearbox in the class is the same as a Massey gearbox. I think actually Massey and Class are fairly similar tractors, aren't they? Because you'll get a lot of Class parts on, sorry, a lot of Massey parts on your Class tractors. But yeah, I think that's CB. I think that gearbox on the Class is a Massey gearbox. Same with Fent. I've never tried a Fent. There isn't actually that many Fents around here, to be honest with you. I've never seen one before. I don't think. It's just really Case, New Holland. There's a couple of fast tracks about, like a little bit of Massey, a bit of Class. Need a voucher. I never tried one of them either. Oh yeah, there's a fair bit of Class about as well, because big dealer, huge Class dealer nearby. Brickabees. Ah, there we go. Good cup of tea, that. I don't think the cup of tea was the best option. A warm drink on a very hot day. Maybe would have been better off with like an iced orange juice or something like that. Northern Fent are getting very common with contractors. They are very common tractors now. They're very expensive, mind. I'd imagine a lot of contractors will just have them on lease. Potentially. Where are we from? We're from Cumbria in the UK. Up north. Not Scotland north though. Just top of Britain. I don't usually pull over, to be honest. I usually just get on with the job, but might as well have 5 minutes just to sit, like, answer some questions. Yeah, it's going to be cloudy now, man. It's still just sunlight behind me, though. John Deere are quite expensive as well. I've probably got 2 New Hollands. Yeah, John Deere's are expensive. They're alright tractors, to be fair, like, but they are very expensive. If I were to buy a tractor, I'd just have a TM, honestly. Because they're going up in value, they're not exactly going down. They're decent tractors, they've got good gearboxes, stuff like that. They'll do a good job of things. If you keep it tidy, then it'll just go up in value. Blue Power long or short wheelbase? Short, I think. Short. I think they look better. How do you like the new kettle? The new kettle has done an absolutely grand job of this cup of tea. Perfect. That was only £12, it's done a grand job. All I need now is a little welly holder. Put it outside the cab because it's only a small cab in this. It's not small, but it's smaller than you would get in a bigger tractor. When you put your wellies down, it takes up quite a bit of room. But if I had them outside, then it'd still be a fair bit of room. We haven't done any TikToks of you rolling. Oh, I forgot about TikTok actually. Got a new TikTok account. Same name as the old one. No, I forgot about TikTok actually. I'll probably make one. People say they hate rolling, like, but I don't mind rolling. I think it's quite nice. GXU has the same cab. Yeah, it will do. It's not the smallest cab, it's not the biggest cab. It's quite a nice, comfy cab actually, to be fair. Could do with a bit of a comfier seat. This one's a bit worn anyways, but yeah. Hello, Boomer 1234. See my little Farm Flicks air freshener here. This is the only place I could hang it. There's nowhere else to hang it. There's usually like a little mirror up there in these kind of tractors, but this one doesn't have one. So. Hit 20 subs today. Well done. Well done. It's slow going at the start, but eventually, one day it'll just take off. Trust me. One day it'll just be banging and booming. We were going to buy a farm more, but yeah, cab was a lot smaller. Yeah. What tractor? MXM 120, absolute beast. Brand new grandma seat for the MXM. Well, that TM I was leading with, that had a brand new seat and that was quite comfy. Thing is though, they're very expensive. They are very expensive and I have no idea how to fit it on. No, I wouldn't really have a clue really. But yeah, if I was to buy it myself, it'd be very expensive for a new seat, and God knows how much they want for postage. I was looking at buying a new front grille, wasn't I? It's 650 quid they wanted, and that wasn't even in the UK. I think my uncle found one. He asked the dealers, and they found one. The only one in the UK, and they wanted 1,500 quid for it. 1,500 quid for a front grille. Ridiculous. Universal's got a new seat. I would like to have a new seat. It's not like it's uncomfortable, but it's getting a bit worn now. What tractor? We're in the Maxim. Puma's gone back to yours, I think, Sammy. I've seen it driving down the Lonning anyways. Presume it's gone back. He took the dual wheels off this morning, so. Thomas is back, welcome back. Just had our cup of tea. It's absolutely boiling in here. I'm going to open my back window. Boiling. Yeah, mate, just need some new tyres. Yeah, well, actually, we had a set of tyres come down for the dual wheels on the Puma. They didn't fit, so he might put them on, I'm not sure. But yeah, it does need a new set of tyres. From Uruguay, hello! That's a fair distance away. Freezing for me in Yorkshire. Well, it's sunny here, it's not warm, but when you're sat in your tractor cab and the sun's on you, it's absolutely boiling. See out there now, I'm putting my hand out, it'd be quite cold. It's a nice breeze though when you're sat in here. But yeah, out there it'd be absolutely, maybe like 6-7 degrees, not warm. But it is sunny. The grass is growing loads at the moment. Where's your farm base? Just up Cumbria. Location. Flotations for the MXM. What, like slurry tyres? They'd be handy for all in the pit, mind. Wouldn't be a bad idea actually. I can't see why not. You can fit through the gates with duals on, so 24 degrees in Northern Ireland. That's quite cold. Let me check degrees, but it's more than, I don't know. Why does Paddy have a spanner? Paddy is a moderator because he plays with me on the FS. On the tractor, this is the tractor. I've got my snack thing over there, cup of tea, the spool valves, all of that jazz. Got a blue roll, vital that is, vital. You never know when you'll need a blue roll. Welly's there. Over this side, just cup holders, and no passenger seat in this tractor, sadly. But I could probably get one fitted. It'd be handier if it had one, mind. The only tractor we've got with a passenger seat is the Puma. That's the only tractor. Signal's back again. Don't know what happened there. It's got cold now. I've opened that back window. I'll probably end the live when it gets to an hour. It's on 56 minutes. No space for a girlfriend in the Maxim. No space. No need. Waste of time. Dream classic tractor. I'd like a 135. We've got an international scraper thing. I don't know what it is. It's a 475, I think. I'd like a restored one of them. They're quite nice tractors. Well, cup of tea gone. Moving to this next field, I think. Nice wide gateway. That's what you like to see, isn't it? Got a restored 135 for sale. Nice. 135, yeah, they're nice tractors. I like the, I don't think people are a big fan of the yellow ones, like the council spec ones, but I quite like them, to be fair. I think they're quite nice. Just a bit different, really, isn't it? Just unfolding these rollers again, that's why I'm looking back. You have to, when you're letting them on the ground, you have to pull forwards at the same time to try and roll them over, really. It's just being careful when you're unfolding them, that's the... you don't want to ruin them, really. Well, you definitely don't want to ruin them. Very expensive these will be, and they're not even on rollers, so you definitely want to be careful with them and watch what you're doing. Get the job done a lot faster though, because you're getting it done 3 times faster. Do you get paid with milk? No, I don't get paid with milk. Should buy a little tractor for you on the farm, yeah. I was thinking that, but they can be quite expensive. I'm trying to save up for a car at the minute. Just set my pressures right second. Put it into float. There we go. But yeah, saving up for a car, another 1.5 years, 2 years, and I'll have it, hopefully. That's the plan anyways. Favourite tractor? I do like this Maxim, it's got a lot of character after using it so much. It's got a lot of character, it's grown on me. But I do like a TM, or even a T7 Blue Power, something like that. Or a 155R John Deere, they're nice. I don't know if I like the 175s. Quite a bit bigger, aren't they? Well, anyways, I'll end the live here, so thank you all for tuning in. Much appreciated. As I say, I won't get the video up for tomorrow, maybe Thursday, maybe 2 videos on Thursday. So I'll see you all then, hopefully. So, ta-ta.